Every year the Church lives out the life of Christ. It's called the liturgical cycle, starting with Advent, culminating in Christmas. Then there's ordinary time, which leads to Lent, which culminates in Holy Week and Easter, then Easter season. Then once again, after Easter season, ordinary time, until the Feast of Christ the King. Lent is a very important season, and it's a time in which we prepare to celebrate what's called the Paschal Mystery, the Passion, Death, and Resurrection of Christ. Ash Wednesday, in the Mass, we hear the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 6, which is taken from the Sermon on the Mount. In this we have three practices that Jesus offers to us so that we can really live a fruitful Lent. And these three practices are prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. So just one thing we can do in these three areas: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. With respect to prayer, the greatest prayer in the world is the holy sacrifice of the Mass. If you can go to daily Mass, that would be the best, in which you receive for 40 days the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Christ. Fasting, what you might do is give something up at the table that you like to eat. But do it for this reason. Do it for the conversion of sinners. Remember, Lady Fatima insisted to the children, as well as the world at large, to pray, but also to offer up sacrifices, because many sinners are lost because there are not as many prayers and sacrifices offered for them. And lastly, almsgiving. Almsgiving means giving of yourself. You can give monetarily, but another way to practice almsgiving is to be kind and loving and willing to serve all people, but especially people within your own home. Remember the saying, charity begins at home. So live out a fruitful Lent by trying to pray more, some type of fasting, and by being generous in giving. As Mother Teresa says, give until it hurts.